All right, welcome back, everybody. Throughout the pandemic, the restaurant industry lived on edge, really, with local places reinventing themselves, sometimes just to survive.
One of those restaurants in Troy Hill is coming off a hiatus, but used that time to really take care of its employees. Don Mahaney from Scratch & Co. is joining us today to tell us about this new concept.
Yeah, and you were on the show before, and you once had insects that you served here on the show. We're not doing that today, right?
Not today, no.
Okay, tell us what we are making today.
Today we're doing city chicken. It's a really great dish. Really came into its own during the maybe the first time we felt a really big economic punch during the Depression. In Pittsburgh and Cleveland both, people didn't know what they were going to do to find chicken, so they started breading pork and putting it on skewers.
All right.
So that's essentially what city chicken is.
It is.
Pork breaded on skewers.
Got it, yeah.
Although you have a fancy way you're going to put this together here.
I mean, it's still pork on a stick, right?
Okay.
And that's the whole idea here. Like, we're trying to do this with our staff and make sure that this is something really approachable and really memorable, and something that, like, my mother made city chicken all the time when I was a kid, and this is something that really takes us back to that.
Isn't it so true, though, how much food can hold memories for us? And so even just adding your own spin to it can still take you back to that place for each individual.
Yeah, for sure.
We'd love to try it. So tell us what you're serving up. And this is something that the staff helped to create.
Yeah, the entire menu is the staff's menu. They've developed everything from the bar program through the kitchen. Very little, if any, influence from me. Really no management, just frontline workers doing the job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to you more about the staff and everything.
Sure.
But go ahead and assemble this for us and
Yeah,
talk us through what
so
you're doing.
I've done most of the work already. It's pretty simple. So we have a kohlrabi and carrot slaw here. And each of these three pork cutlets, breaded and fried and put on the stick. There's some milk bread here from Mediterra Bakery, and we made a tonkatsu sauce to go with it as well.
What kind of sauce?
Tonkatsu,
I've
it's
never heard of
Japanese.
that.
Yeah, so it's Japanese Worcestershire. So very similar. You may equate it to like Heinz 57.
Okay.
Oh,
so it's
okay,
like
we
you can put it on
understand
almost
that.
Yeah,
everything.
of
Here in
course you do.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
All right, so
right.
we're going to taste some of this.
Please
but tell
do.
us, here, I'll take this from you.
Very well.
And
Love that.
I'm just going to take this whole thing and I'll be leaving now. Here we go. We're going to dig into this. But tell us more about the staff really being involved in this. During your 6-week hiatus, you really helped to reinvent this and work towards a goal that you've had from the beginning.
Yeah. From the beginning, the idea was always to make this a staff-centered, staff-driven restaurant. What the pandemic showed us was that there were so many things that we just abided by in the restaurant industry, but really weren't all that great. And now we had an opportunity to hit reset. So we went to DC for a couple of days and saw a lot of different restaurants there and how they were operating. Took those notes home, and the staff redeveloped the entire restaurant from soup to nuts. It's a very different look, different feel, different menus, and it's all theirs.
And in fact, you very much want to source local foods and create a new menu, what, every 3 months? So every diners have something different to look forward to, right?
Yeah, so we have a core menu. The city chicken's going to be part of it. How do you like it?
Oh, so good.
Glad to hear that.
Oh, and I love the sauce.
Yeah, isn't that something?
That is so good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's amazing what people can do if you leave them to their own devices and
isn't
kind
that
of give them a little bit of guidance and support.
I'm so glad that you recognized all that, because I do think in the pandemic, people started reevaluating their own lives and their positions and where they kind of fit into whatever company they worked for.
Yeah.
So for you to hear that speaks so much to what you're doing there.
Yeah, thanks. I think the idea is it's not just compensation, though that does really matter. It's about how someone feels when they come home from work every day.
Yeah.
And knowing that this is something that my staff have put themselves into and it is in fact theirs is the different vibe in the restaurant these days.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more jovial. People are having more fun. They're laughing. They're getting more work done. It's really amazing.
Well, and able to be passionate about what they're doing too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And in a sentence, if someone is coming to find the food and taste the food, what are they going to find? What's the menu like? What does it taste like? What have they created there?
Yeah, so we look at that menu and we say it's cheerful and aspirational, and cheerful and aspirational and just really, really fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's no wrong way to eat in this menu now. You can kind of just pick a bunch of small plates. You can choose a larger plate. It's really there for you and your experience, and our staff are there because it's their menu to help walk you through anything you want to do.
Awesome. I can't wait to try the full menu. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been really great.
Yeah, and Scratch & Co. is on Troy Hill, and we have more info at PittsburghTodayLive.com, and I'm going to take these back to the other
Can we
studio.
take them? We have this and donuts now.
I know.
Okay.
Slowly,
Sweatpants
we're
for the
assembling
summer.
the meal.
Okay.